And so we try to figure out the perfect plan for each client to make sure that what they get once they're working with us is a life that's even bigger than
group here. We are at 1449 St. Paul, Unit 202. We are talking with Janine Karlsen of Homestead Senior Care. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Justin.
She's got a very unique model for senior care, and she's going to tell us about it today. So
awesome. And I'll start with talking a little bit about Homestead and where it came from. It's the largest home care company globally. It was started in 1994 in the United States, but now we're all over the world, including Europe and Asia, Canada, of course. And so it's a great company that I got involved in 2016. And so at that time, I started an office in Vancouver and from scratch, doing all the hiring and finding clients and working with a business partner. And then last year, I got the opportunity to move to the fabulous Okanagan.
you can't pass that up.
I know, right? So we started and took over the office that was here. It's been here now for 17 years. And so Homestead Senior Care has been taking care of seniors here for all of that time and continuing to grow and develop.
And can you talk a little bit about what makes Homestead unique?
What we do is we basically figure out what is specific to that senior and the family, because a lot of times we're taking care of family by helping them because they're doing so much. And so we try to figure out the perfect plan for each client to make sure that what they get once they're working with us is a life that's even bigger than what they were able to manage on their own.
So can you provide maybe a specific example of what that might look like for somebody?
Yeah, I mean, some people, it could be more of a fun and social visit. So it might be picking them up and taking off to go see the Japanese gardens downtown, or go out for a really nice lunch and a walk. It could be something that's a little bit more. Maybe they're having a hard time taking care of their stuff in their house, or maybe they're not remembering to eat or cook, and we can really help with that. We can prepare meals. We can do big things like a big pot of soup and then freeze it so they have things they can pull out. And sometimes we're giving respite to family members. So it could be a couple and the spouse is doing a lot of the work to take care of a person that needs a lot of help. Maybe it's dementia or maybe it's after a stroke. And we'll go in and either take the person that needs the care out to go do stuff so the spouse can relax or chill, or we'll stay there at the home and the spouse can go out and do their things. So it's a wide variety of needs.
Right, and I think one of the things that was cool you were mentioning with me before we were on camera was how you will actually take some of the seniors out to accomplish things that they want to do in the community.
Yeah. In fact, we had a caregiver in the Vancouver office as well who took one of her clients to the soup kitchen, and the client and her volunteered in the soup kitchen in the background and did all of that care. Now that lady had dementia, and so as I also mentioned when we were talking, one of the greatest drivers that we have is to help a client experience that sense of purpose again, that sense of worth and making a difference. What better thing could you do that they're actually there to volunteer and help somebody else? So,
Totally.
Yeah.
Now I know you mentioned you have 80 staff, correct?
Yes.
And you're always looking for more staff.
We are. As I mentioned earlier, we were talking a lot about, what do you need to have to come in and be a caregiver to a senior? Basically, you need to have an amazing personality. You need to know how to connect with people, because our caregivers are there one-on-one with seniors for at least 3 hours usually. So you need to know how to navigate that. You need to be able to take initiative. Do you notice when there's a problem? Who do you alert? What do you need to do about that? You kind of really take ownership, and building that relationship with that client is part of taking ownership. So we're looking for the right people, and then we do all the training. So we can train people on skills and tasks, all of those pieces, if you've got the right material.
In your background, because your background is...
Oh yes, I'm a registered nurse.
Right.
And we have another nurse that works in the office, and we do all of the training that's required for the job.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned something else that I want you to chat quickly about, is the Be a Santa to a Senior.
Yeah.
You guys do every year. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
That is such a fun program, and the community in the Okanagan, we run that program all the way from Lake Country to Penticton, because that's the areas we cover for care, and we work really closely with London Drugs. But what we do is we get the lists of names of seniors that have no family, or maybe have also no means and really needy and there's just stuff that they would appreciate getting, or even a present, like one present at Christmas time, because they have no one else. So we get their names, we create the tags, and if you go into London Drugs in late November, you will see a tree at the front and they'll have these tags all over the trees. So you want to grab a tag of somebody's name that catches your eye or something that they want, it's got a little wish list on it, you buy them that present, we take care of everything else. We get it packaged and delivered to the person for Christmas, and it's a marvelous program. The Okanagan community is unbelievable. We did 850 gifts for seniors in the Okanagan last year.
Amazing. That's awesome. I've seen the Christmas tree in there. I did not know that that's what it was about. So
Yes,
that's very cool.
yeah.
So how can somebody, or if they know or have family members that might benefit from a service like this, how can they get a hold of you guys?
You know what, the best way is to give us a call. The phone number is 250-860-4113, and we're on the internet. Just Google Homestead Senior Care Kelowna and you'll get all of our information. Call the office and you will likely talk to Olwen, who's this amazing British woman, and she will connect with you and figure out exactly what you need and want and answer all your questions.
Perfect. Say lastly, very quickly, we're going to put you on the spot here. We like to ask a few questions specific to Kelowna. I know you like hanging out down the Pandosy Village.
Yes.
So can you provide us with a few good spots to go and grab a bite to eat down there that you'd recommend to anyone?
You know what? There's a great little restaurant called Tut Street Wine and Tapas that's kind of tucked in the back, owned by a friend of mine, which is kind of awesome. So we go there. And then I got to tell you, the Zab Thai is unbelievable.
That's a personal favorite for me.
Yes, and it's right across the street from me where I live.
Get the basil pork with fried egg.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
Awesome. Well, Janine, thanks a lot for spending time with us today, and enjoy the afternoon.
Thanks so much, Dustin.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.